Welcome viewers, today I'm very happy to present to you the CEO of Herantis Pharma. His name is Frans Voite. And Herantis Pharma, they have announced a few news as of late. They have the results from the initial results from the HER96 study, as well as the annunciation of a rights issue. How are you, Frans?
It's good to be here. Thanks for inviting me, Martin. And as Herantis is a publicly traded company, I need to make a disclaimer just to begin with. So Herantis has now decided to carry out a rights issue where new shares are offered on the basis of shareholders' preemptive subscription rights in the same proportion as they already hold shares in the company. And secondarily also to by other shareholders or by other persons in Finland and Sweden and in certain other jurisdictions as presented in the prospectus. The subscription period of the rights issue will commence on the 10th of May. More information on the rights issue can be found on Herantis' website.
Excellently done, Frans. Now we have disclosed the formalities. We can dive into the money as well. Now you've already raised in a directed share issue 1.46 million euros, and now with the rights issue you're aiming to raise up to 7.25 million euro as well. How will you put this money to work?
Right. So the principal purpose of the offering is to obtain additional capital to perform the first-in-human study with our lead product, HER96. This is planned to start in 2023. The study aims to demonstrate the safety of HER96 and to provide evidence of pharmaceutically active concentrations of the drug reaching the brain after simple subcutaneous administration.
Now, raising money on the capital markets is always a way to gauge the interest in your company. So what can you tell us about the commitments that you've received so far?
Well, we've seen some strong confidence. We've received commitments already up to 4.1 million from certain existing shareholders, which represents approximately 56% of the target gross proceeds.
Now, the capital markets are tense, partly due to rate hikes ongoing and also a war in Ukraine. Why is now the best timing?
That's certainly true, but even as the markets are tense, we have some strong, exciting milestones in the near term, and we see strong support from our existing shareholders for the subscription. So we think this is still the right time to do it.
Now, you published the initial results from the HER96 study. Could you walk us through your findings and the results?
Sure, it's getting a bit technical, but I hope you don't mind. So we have studied HER96 in an advanced Parkinson's disease model in mice. And in those studies, we were able to demonstrate the broad mechanism of action of this drug by showing that it improves the survival of dopamine-producing neurons and reduces the amount of toxic alpha-synuclein aggregates in those cells. It also reduced inflammation of the nerve tissue. More recently, we have shown that in studies in both small and large animals, HER96 passes the blood-brain barrier and reaches the brain in relevant concentrations for pharmacological effect when administered subcutaneously. These encouraging results represent an important milestone towards HER96 in clinical studies and give us confidence that HER96 could become an effective treatment for Parkinson's disease.
Now, you talked a bit about the future when we were talking about how you were going to put the money to work. But can you talk to us a bit about the next steps in the study?
Sure, they're quite straightforward in drug development. So we are currently finalizing the preclinical study and toxicology studies, manufacturing the drug for clinical studies, and preparing the documentation for the clinical trial application that we aim to submit by the end of the year. And if we can successfully achieve these milestones and get the authority approval for the study, we expect the phase 1 first-in-human study with HER96 to start during the first half of next year.
Excellent, Frans. Thank you so much for taking the time answering my questions.
Thank you for having me, Martin.